Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ardi, and now I want to presentation about the use of mind mapping to improve students' vocabulary for 6 Kenangan 1 elementary school. And chapter 1 is introduction. Background of the study is language is very important for human beings in the world because it means of international communication. And from UR 1996, page 60 is vocabulary is of the linguistic aspect which is important in a teaching language besides structure and pronunciation. Third is graph 2008, page 94. Give definition that the word mapping strategy is one of most powerful approaches to teaching vocabulary. P is problem statement. How is effectiveness teaching vocabulary of using mind mapping strategy in academic year 2020 to 2021? And the objective of the study is research that can be specified is to know effectiveness the use of mind mapping student vocabulary. D is benefit of study from the teachers. One is the result of this study give information to the teachers about the importance of teaching strategy in teaching vocabulary. 2 is mind mapping strategy can be an alternative in teaching process to improve students' is vocabulary. And practical benefit, one is in the practical terms, the researchers expect that the study can contribute knowledge to develop English vocabulary by using word mapping strategy. 2 is it can be used as references for those who want to conduct research in teaching vocabulary. Chapter 2 is theoretical review. Mind mapping is definition of mind mapping which is also known by many names such as visual mapping, flow charting, and visual thinking and spider diagramming. Is according to Kesko 2009, page 1, said a graphic tool which contains a central keyword or image and secondary ideas that radiate from the central idea as brains. And origin of mind maps. The story shows that mind maps were used many centuries ago. They were used for learning and problem solving by many thinkers such as Leonardo da Vinci, who used pictures, symbols, and lines as way to express his thoughts on paper. Types of mind maps. According to Busan 2006, cited in Haurani 2011, page 17, there are many types of mind mapping. There are is deitic mind maps. These maps are made by drawing two radiant brains in the center. Polycategoric mind maps. These maps can contain from 3 to 7 brains because the average mind cannot remember more than 7 pieces of information in the short-term memory. One of the advantages of this paper. So this step is help develop mental power of classification and categorization. And group mind map is designed by bringing individuals together in mind mapping groups. According to Busan 1994, page 166. The mind map becomes the external reflection, the hard copy, of the merging group's consequences, and subsequently becomes a group record or memory. Through this process, the individual brains combine their energy to create a separate group brain. And the last one is computerized mind maps. There are designs through using computers. There are a lot of mind map software that help draw careful, and mind maps such as map which was designed by Tony Buzan, FreeMind, Genius, Mindjet, Novamind, and a lot of more. Advantage and disadvantage of mind maps is: first, main advantage is, strictly speaking, mind maps is one of the simplest and easiest ways to take hold of thoughts and bring them to life. Two is, the nature of mind mapping is great idea to creativity because the use of colors, pictures, symbols, and image can boost it, thus giving a feeling of happiness and joy. Disadvantage of mind map is, an individual map can be so personal that it is difficult for others to understand. According to Main 2013 page 3, mind maps become more complex if more than two brains are added. This is a previous related study. The previous study that is on the line with the research entitled "The Effectiveness of Using Mind Maps on the Third Grade Vocabulary Learning and Improve Their Visual Thinking" at UNREWA School. It's written by Hanan Kamal, a student of Education, Faculty of Master Curriculum. And the second preface is study from Widyawati, a student of Master in English Language, Teaching Study Program Language, and Art Education Department, Teacher Training and Education, Faculty of Lampung University, 2016. And then the third is International Interdisciplinary Journal of Education on July 2013, Volume 2, Issue 7, entitled "The Effect of Teaching Vocabulary Through Semantic Mapping on EFL Learners", written by Omar Naim Muhammad Bani Abdul Rahman, a student from Al-Imam Muhammad bin Saud Islamic University. Chapter 3 is research methodology. Research design is, this research will use quantitative study which employs control group pretest and post-test design. Population and samples of research. The population was 6th grade of Gunung Kendangan 1 Elementary School. Totally there were 232 students of 6th grades, 117 male and 115 female, which were put in 14 class, because elementary school, I think I put that for 14 class because the elementary school just have 3 grade, like namely 6A, 6B, and 6C. This is data collecting techniques, pretest, the treatment and post-test, and 2 data analysis, and that's the formula from collecting technique, and to determine, this is average from data collecting and the questionnaire, and the references is from Thornbury, Harmer, UR, Sulhaismi, Graves, Rutuan, Sujana, Haurani, and last is Kasku. Thank you for your attention. I think that's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.